Mysterious space there is, the human mind.
Definitely.
Because, our source material for this deep dive says something really interesting. This isn't just a story, it's a journey to be lived.
That's right. And our guide today is the novel Sia Yeskyo by Fuad Hijazi. It's an incredible look at how one person, Marwan, tries to navigate these really intense inner battles while, the world outside is just chaos.
Yeah, sounds intense. So our mission today really is to kind of dig out the insights from Marwan's journey.
Hmm.
Because if he can handle that level of internal stuff, maybe we can learn something about finding a bit more control or peace in our own minds.
That's the hope. Understanding his path might shed light on ours.
Okay, let's get into it. So right from the start, Marwan's biggest battle isn't external, is it? It's all inside.
Completely. It's this constant bombardment the book describes as repeated whispers, circular thoughts, and mental rituals. Wow.
And these aren't just, passing thoughts. They're like this uninvited guest in his head, demanding repetition, verification,
Yeah.
constant checking.
An uninvited guest. That's a powerful image. So what's really at the heart of this? Where does it, stem from?
Well, what's really fascinating and quite sad, actually, is how the story traces it back to his childhood. Like way back.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's this one moment, a cup shatters, and little Marwan, he just freezes, stares at the pieces like he's committed some awful crime.
Even though he didn't do it.
Exactly, an uncommitted crime. And his mother comes in, her voice is trembling a bit, but then there's this delayed tenderness, the book calls it.
Delayed tenderness. What does that mean?
It means she pauses, just for like half a second, before gently asking if he's okay. And right there, in that tiny delay,
Something breaks.
something cracked silently inside him. It suggests that sometimes fear isn't from the big traumas, but these tiny, almost missed moments where safety feels just a beat too late. Wow. That's incredibly subtle, but makes so much sense. How these tiny things can just embed themselves.
Right. And it seems like by age 6, he already feels his mind isn't quite his.
Like someone else is pulling the strings.
Sort of. The world gets weird for him. Silence speaks. Objects seem to move on their own. He feels these eyes watching him.
That would be.
Yeah. It's like his inner stage is already set for this drama he can't control.
And this feeling, this lack of control, it develops into something more specific, right? This Akab thing.
Exactly. The Akab, this punishing eagle metaphor, it grows out of that early feeling. He starts having these awful night terrors.
Night terrors, like what?
Imagine like a screen in his head just turns on.
Yeah.
Unwanted images, voices that know his name.
Oh, wow.
Telling him, don't move, don't go near the window, don't open your eyes. Really chilling stuff.
That sounds terrifying. And it affects his waking life, too.
Oh, massively. Everyday things become dangerous. He gets into compulsive rituals like washing his hands endlessly. He feels like he's never clean enough, like there's something inside that just can't be washed away.
So the Aquab, this eagle, it's not just a dream figure then.
No, it's much more. It's this vivid image, a punishing eagle, glowing yellow beak, black, unblinking eyes. It becomes the symbol for that omnipresent inner voice.
The voice that knows everything.
Yeah, knows his thoughts, embodies this fear he can't get rid of. It's like his shadow, but closer, more real.
It makes him question if he's being watched or if he can't stop watching himself.
Precisely. It's this horrible closed loop of self-surveillance. He feels like fear isn't just something affecting him, it becomes him. It's a powerful way to show how that inner world can become the main battlefield.
It really is.
Yeah.
And, well, with all that going on inside, it must have impacted his relationships, right? Like, how did he handle, say, love or connection?
Yeah, inevitably. His journey into adolescence and love, it really highlights how these internal fears twist everything. He gets obsessed with this girl, Razan. Just a single glance from her plays over and over in his mind, like a ritual.
Not just a crush, then.
No, much more intense. She becomes the symbol of untouchable beauty, but also, strangely, sin with a face.
Sin. Why sin?
Because his mind twists it. Love turns into this obsessive project, a kind of test of purity for him. It's all tangled up with his internal scrutiny.
That sounds exhausting. Did they ever actually, connect?
There's this one really potent scene. A grocery store. He's working behind the counter, lost in his journal, writing about love and light and her.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And Razan walks in. He's totally caught off guard. She sees the open journal, sees her name, and she just asks very simply, me.
Oh, wow.
That one word. It just shatters him. He can't speak. He feels like something inside just broke silently. The world moves on, but his internal world just collapses.
God, that's heartbreaking. Just exposed like that.
It really shows how vulnerable we are when our inner world meets the outer one unexpectedly.
And this internal pressure, this critic,
Yeah.
it wasn't just about relationships, was it? It bled into how he saw himself physically, too.
Oh, absolutely. Big time. How internal struggles really warped his self-perception. Intense body image issues.
Like what specifically?
He fixates on flaws, only he seems to see his round face, wide nose, his eyes always drowned in fear, and especially his neck, his thick neck.
He sees these as outward signs of his inner inadequacy.
Exactly. He even has this dream about being naked in public, and that inner voice just screams, "Look at yourself. You're useless." It's his inner critic projecting onto his body.
Making him feel worthless, even in his dreams. That's rough.
And it doesn't stay internal. These insecurities start showing up as actual compulsions in his daily life.
At school and stuff.
Yeah, like at school, he'd tear out pages from his notebook for the tiniest mistake, a wrong dot, a slanted letter. He felt it could condemn him.
Wow, the stakes feel so high for him, even in small things.
Totally. And even during prayer, which should be peaceful, right? He's plagued by intrusive thoughts.
Like what?
Worrying. What if I wrote blasphemy without noticing? What if I cursed someone? So prayer becomes this cycle of just seeking forgiveness over and over until his throat is dry.
Constantly trying to undo potential wrongs that probably never even happened. It sounds like a trap.
It is. The very rituals meant to bring certainty just end up reinforcing the doubt. It's a cruel irony.
Yeah.
And slowly, this terrifying thought starts creeping in for him.
What's that?
That maybe this constant mental minefield, maybe it's not just stress or exhaustion, maybe it's an illness.
He starts wondering if he's losing himself.
Exactly. He asks himself, what if I am not myself anymore? But the tragic part is he can't tell anyone.
Why not?
He's trapped. People just see him as introverted, strange, maybe mystical. They don't see the invisible minds inside. He feels utterly alone with this fear.
The book says something like, love was the first stab, religion the first witness, and the self the first accused. That really sums up the isolation, doesn't it?
Perfectly. It's like being imprisoned inside your own mind, fearing that speaking the truth means losing everything.
So after all that internal turmoil, he goes to university. Was that a turning point at all?
It was actually a pretty significant one. The book describes it as more than just moving schools. It's like slipping between two layers of consciousness.
Okay, what does that mean? Like seeing things differently?
Yeah, kind of like moving from just being inside the fear, totally controlled by it, to gaining a little distance, enough to start observing it.
From reaction to reflection.
Exactly. He starts to discover there might be more to him than just the anxiety. And a book helps him here, The Art of Life.
What did that do for him?
It gave him permission, maybe for the first time, to just be fragile, contradictory, contemplative. He realizes he doesn't have to fight life. Maybe he just needs to listen to it.
That sounds like a huge shift.
It is. And he makes new connections, too, like with another student, Ollie. Ollie seems to kind of see past the surface, offers real friendship. It starts chipping away at that isolation.
That's good to hear. But this new self-awareness, I bet it gets tested pretty quickly.
Oh, immediately. He gets a job, steps right into the corporate world.
Not exactly a calming environment.
Far from it. He lands in a company where, well, the book puts it bluntly, corruption was the foundation.
Oh, boy.
The whole atmosphere is just thick with suspicion. Smiles are like postage stamps fake. Every closed door feels like it's hiding something.
So his internal anxieties meet a very anxious external world.
Exactly. It's a real test for that budding self-awareness. Can he stay grounded when the environment itself feels corrupt?
And he gets drawn into the company's issues, doesn't he? This sort of intelligence game.
Yeah, almost by accident. He's observant, you know. He picks up on the subtle stuff, conversations, stopping suddenly, weird glances between people.
He becomes like an investigator.
Kind of an amateur one, yeah. He notices key players, like this guy, Mr. Sam, with security camera eyes, always watching. And then there's Clint, an older guy. He starts dropping hints about secrets, about a long history of deception in the company. Says something like, the truth is too heavy to bear.
So it's not just about money or something simple. It's deeper.
Yeah, Marwan realizes it's not just mistakes. It's like a pattern, generational deceit. It kind of mirrors his own hidden struggles in a way.
And things escalate, right? There's talk of a red file.
Yes, the red file, it's like the holy grail of this corrupt company, rumored to hold the crime code, the proof of everything.
So finding that becomes crucial.
It becomes the focus. But it also makes things dangerous for Marwan. It moves beyond just observation. It becomes a real moral challenge.
Dangerous how?
He faces actual threats. His car gets vandalized.
Cool.
And there's psychological pressure, too, especially from the new boss, Tom. Tom uses words like elegant threats.
Elegant threats, like what?
Things like, play the same note as I play, and don't let dust touch my face. Basically, conform or else. Shut up and toe the line.
That's intense. It's like his inner critic suddenly has an external counterpart demanding silence.
Exactly. It's pressure from both inside and out. But then, something shifts. He gets a WhatsApp message. Out of the blue.
Who?
From Clint, the guy who hinted at the secrets and then vanished. The message just says, I'm Clint, safe.
Wow. So Clint's okay. What does that do to Marwan?
It's the catalyst. It confirms the conspiracy is real, validates all his suspicions, and basically forces his hand. He realizes he's in this now. No going back.
He has to act. It moves him from just watching to actually participating.
Yeah, it mirrors his own internal journey, too, finally deciding to face things head on instead of just observing his fear. It's that moment where the abstract threat becomes very real, very personal.
So dealing with this corporate mess, the book uses another metaphor, right? Something about a forest.
Yeah, it's a really powerful one. The forest with warring animals.
Okay.
You've got the cunning fox, the whispering snake, the wise owl, industrious ants, opportunistic rats, all representing the people and dynamics in the company.
So it's his way of understanding the organized madness around him.
Exactly. He sees the shifting alliances, the hidden agendas, the power plays. Everyone's out for themselves. It's a way to map the chaos.
What's the big takeaway from that corporate forest for us?
Well, I think it leads directly to his next big decision, which is leaving.
He quits after all that.
Yeah, but it's not shown as defeat. It's framed as him choosing himself, choosing his integrity over this toxic, corrupt system.
So walking away can be a win.
Definitely. The book says something profound. Sometimes loss is the only door available to enter the real world. It's about self-preservation, aligning with your values, even if it looks like losing from the outside.
That's a really important insight. So where does he go after leaving that chaos?
He goes back to the library. It becomes his sanctuary.
The library?
Yeah. And there, he finds books like Viktor Frankl's Man's Search for Meaning and another called Facing the Self.
And these help him process everything.
They do. They help him find meaning in his suffering. He realizes, that suffering's not always in vain, but it becomes so if we do not give it meaning.
That's powerful. Giving suffering meaning.
It's in that quiet space, surrounded by books, that he finally truly confronts that inner voice, the Aquab.
The eagle, after all this time.
Yes. He has this huge realization. He sees the voice, the one he thought was a friend or an executioner. He realizes it's just fear. Capital F-E-A-R.
Just fear, not some separate entity.
It's just fear. And he makes this declaration internally. I see you, I hear you, but I will not let you lead me anymore.
He doesn't try to destroy it?
No, that's the key. It's not about silencing it. It's about recognizing it, acknowledging it, but refusing to let it be in charge. Radical acceptance, almost.
Wow. So freedom isn't being fearless. It's just not being ruled by fear.
Exactly. It's a conscious choice.
And the journey ends with another metaphor, right? The mirror.
Yes, a really profound one. He stands before this giant mirror. He sees his reflection, but then he sees another behind him.
Another reflection. Or something else.
It's ambiguous, maybe his deeper self, or maybe the fear he just confronted. But then the mirror absorbs him.
Absorbs him.
Yeah, and it leads to this revelation. The end is only the beginning.
Meaning facing himself wasn't the finish line.
Right. It was an awakening, a start of something new. The library, the source of knowledge, is still there, waiting for the reader who gets that the real truth is often in the unwritten page. It's ongoing.
So he's transformed by the end.
Completely. He's not that hesitant, scared kid anymore. He's a man of silence and confidence. He learns that the journey is the point, the path is the story. Life isn't about reaching some destination.
It's about what you become along the way.
Exactly. His big understanding is that success is not measured by what we possess, but by what remains in us after every storm. Resilience, inner strength.
That's a beautiful way to put it. The real win isn't avoiding the storm, but what you learn, what stays with you after you've weathered it. So Marwan's deep dive into his own mind, the one we've just followed through this novel, it really shows a universal truth, doesn't it?
I think so. That things like fear, doubt, even chaos, They aren't just weaknesses we need to hide or suppress.
Their potential fuel.
Yeah, raw materials for discovering who we really are. Facing them is what forges a stronger, more authentic self.
Really makes you think, doesn't it?
It does. It makes you wonder, what if all those enemies we think we're fighting on the outside?
Yeah.
What if they're just reflections, echoes of the battles we're avoiding inside ourselves?
Mm. That's a heavy thought.
And what if actually turning around, facing that inner conflict? What if that's the real key, the true art of living?
So maybe take a moment, everyone listening. Think about your own inner whispers.
Mm-hmm.
What stories are they telling you?
Mm-hmm.
And maybe consider, how could you start to, as the book might suggest, water peace and clarity in your own life? How could you turn those inner battles into paths for understanding?
It's definitely a journey worth considering.
Absolutely. Something to chew on. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.